So this is what we get to work with. It's a 2019 F350 with the 6.5 foot bed. And we are going to turn it into a camper. Well, there we have it. It fit. Close. Actually, not as close as I thought it would be, but yeah, we don't have a ton of room left to work in here, as you can tell. At least I'll be able to close the door now, and the wood stove should be able to keep me a little warmer.
Been knocking at your door. I know one thing for sure. I've never been so close before.
So in this section here, I want it to be a pull-out drawer on the left here, and then on the right, I want room so we can sit down like a couch. When we're putting our snowboard boots on, we have room to lace them up and everything like that. I need to decide how wide I want.
You will stay forever dream.
Good morning. We are on day 2, more or less day 1.5. Yesterday was more of a planning day. Towards the end of the day yesterday, I was just messing around with how I want the drawer system to work. Originally I wanted to do a couple different slides and be able to access stuff from inside the cap, as well as when we're outside slide out as drawers. I think I'm going to keep it simple and just do top access for everything. So this whole build is using 3/4 inch plywood. We chose this just to keep it strong while we're taking it in and out. And it has a pretty nice finish, so when we get a chance to stain it, it'll look that much better. We weren't really following plans for this build, so we would kind of just start with the blank slate of the truck bed and pieced it together as we could. Glue and pocket screws throughout, and we just came up with an idea that we thought we would like, and this is what we're getting.
There are times I believe I can change and be the man just for you. Like a flash of the future, I see our sons and daughters too. No tomorrow, spin your sorrow, let the games begin. Reach out.
So we're putting this slide out in there so that we can get the stove a little bit lower, with pots and pans on top of the stove and the height of the truck bed. We found that it would sit too high, so by just lowering it down about 4 inches, it makes it that much easier to use. So for this build, we're opting to use the Chinese diesel heater. We opted not to use any insulation and just rely solely on the diesel heater, and it's turning out to be quite a unit. We were down to negative 27 Celsius over the weekend, and we were plenty warm enough inside the cap. And since it is a Chinese diesel heater, we do have a spare sleeping bag in case things get really cold and the heater won't work, but I can't see that being much of a problem. Alright, so not well documented in this series is the 12 volt system we have put together. So for the electrical, we have a 100 amp hour battery, and hooked to that is a 40 amp Renogy DC to DC charger run off the alternator, and it's paired with a 1000 watt inverter. That gives us more than enough power to charge a laptop, cameras, and phones. And then the 40 amp charger works great while we're driving, and we have it hooked up to a switch so we can turn it on and off as we please. Thanks for tuning into this build series. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below and I'll be sure to answer them. And stay tuned for videos of us using it. Please like and subscribe, and we'll get some videos to you shortly. Here we go, night number 2 in Whistler, BC, and we found a parking lot to stay in, and it's great. It has an outhouse, and there's some other campers around here, and I'll try to turn you around. This is what we have going on here. We are cooking up some fajitas and chicken fajitas, and this is a chicken with taco seasoning. And we have the outdoor kitchen. And there's Bailey.